Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're gonna get started on the Mafex Batman Hush Joker. I hate these stupid long titles, but if you don't specify, no one will ever fucking know. So yeah, let's get started on the video. Today we're gonna talk about the Joker. Yeah, we've done a million of these. This is another Joker. This iteration is based off Jim Lee's art and the Jeff Loeb Jim Lee story Batman Hush, which introduces Hush and brings back the beginning of what would be the comeback of Jason Todd, one of the greatest Batman people to be, like, you know, a Batman people, right? Everyone loves Jason Todd for some reason. So yeah, let's jump into it. Here we are with Joker looking prestige and nice, and he has a gigantic face based off the Jim Lee art style. If you Google Batman Hush Joker, you'll see that this is actually a really good rendition of that said Joker. He went with the style of the elongated proportions, kind of like the long, slim trickster style, the super long nose, the look from basically Batman the Animated Series stylized in Jim Lee art. So now that we have our look and we've established like what it is, let's talk about how it moves, right? So we can move our head barely up. You can't go down because his chin is incredibly long. I'm talking Jim Carrey mask style long. We can, though, tilt side to side. So if you want to get your crazy look, it's definitely going to be a plus for this. Like, it's crazy because I'm not really a fan of this style. Let's see if we can get that focus there. There we go. It's crazy because I'm not really that much of a fan of this style, but I cannot deny, like, the paint rub, like, that shows, like, the real skin underneath, like, the purple, the pink, like, the look. Kind of, like, showing it off like it is makeup, like he didn't just have his skin bleached by falling in acid, right? It's really cool stuff like that that adds that attention to detail that I really enjoy, that matches that style. Now, as far as our arms go, we can hit a T-pose. I just hate the jacketed style because it leaves that weird, like, that gap there. Like, it's weird for me with that kind of style. So you shift up, and then even with this, it allows for all that free frame of movement, but it's weird to have that gap there sometimes. But we do get a simulated butterfly joint that comes forward, so you can flex going outward. You do have a simulated bicep swivel, but it's not really there. And you double joint. But with Mafex joint lately, including with Hush, they stopped that joint from extending all the way in. So this is about as far as you will get. So it's a little bit of a bummer. But again, we have 80 million thousand Jokers to choose from. This is just another one in your bower of choosing a style to work for you. As far as our ab crunch goes, we actually have a really nice ab crunch going forwards, but the more forward you crunch, the weirder the leg position will look, so you got to be careful with that. That's one of those things you don't want to end up breaking anything, and don't be like me, because I break a ton of stuff, and it gets annoying very, very quickly. You can tilt ever so slightly to the sides as well, too. So you can have that little tilt to the side. So if you want him to look awkward, like he's getting beat up by the Batmans, you have your choice. Now, it looks like I'm having some thigh trouble here, and I'm not sure if it's because it's really cold outside or because I left that joint on too tight. Won't be able to tell right now, but I will check in on that later because I have to give it some silicone shock oil, which I don't have in front of me. So instead, I'm going to mess with that left leg, and it looks like a left leg, oh, it's just tight joints, so it's going to need shock oil. It's definitely going to need some shock oil. So here we have our left leg lifting up. My right one is too tight. Going to give it some shock oil later. We have a single joint, which is, you know, I'm used to having that with Joker. For some reason, Joker always gets the single joint treatment. We have a little bit of thigh swivel here. We have our heels and platforms. We have a toe pivot, which mine is pretty tight at this time. Yeah, it's pretty tight, but it works pretty well on the right foot. And we get some ankle pivot going inward and outward. So we actually have some nice little tilt there. Now, as far as posing this guy, until I add some shock oil at the end of this video, won't be too much posing, which sucks because I really wanted to try out some cool Joker poses. But yeah, you know, you pretty much know what you're getting. Actually, you don't, because I'm going to try some cool stuff. So you don't know what you're getting, and I'm sorry in advance, but let's make them knock-kneed. Let's do some jokester stuff, right? Let's do this. Let's mess around, right? So even with the barely being able to pose, I've managed to get him into a really nice pose here, which is it's not terrible. I like the idea of this. This looks pretty rad, right? So let's take a second. Let's pause. Let's talk about the accessories. Up, and then he fell. But let's talk about the accessories. Let's stand him straight up, right? You will get an alternate option head. This is going to be your laughing head. which is pretty cool. I really like this head. This head I'm actually here for. Like, this is definitive crazy Joker head, even with that long nose. This gives me Killing Joke vibes, right? So you will also get one kniff, which I make a joke about all the time. It's actually a knife, but I say kniff as a joke. So here we are with the knife. And you'll get a set of hands for this. Here's our knife holding hands. And apparently there is a floating idea of the mandate, which is DC, and it seems to be the appropriate thing to call it, not a rumor anymore, is that DC is not allowing guns. Some things are slipping through because obviously they were solicited much sooner, but Joker does not come with any guns whatsoever. Not even a crowbar. You'll see the open fist there, but you have closed fists right here that you'll get. You'll have some open palms to gesture, you know, like clown hands. You will get some pointing hands as well. Pointing hands. And then lastly, you'll get these nice and cool hands, which you can use as fake thwippers, but most importantly, they can hold guns. Now, although he doesn't come with any guns, he does include gun holding hands. Now, if you have a revolver from Mezco, just to show you guys, you can actually kind of slide that right in, boom, and he can hold a Mezco Joker gun. So keep that in mind for what you want to do. Also, by the way, if you have a crowbar, just know that his knife holding hand can also hold the crowbar from Mezco. So if you want a Jason Todd situation, I said that correctly. If you want a Jason Todd situation, here you have it. You can hold a crowbar with the knife holding hand, the kniff holding hand, right? Now that we've gone over all his accessories, because that's literally all he comes with, we're going to jump straight to the size comparison. I'll see you guys in a second. And yeah, let's have some fun. All right, guys, time to jump into the size comparison. I feel like I should do Jokers first. I have an SH Fig Arts Injustice Joker here. So here we are with our Injustice Joker. They look about the same height, which is pretty cool. You can see the head differences, but that whole slender proportion thing is still kept. That's one of the things that they always keep. Next up, we could try a Mezco Joker, right? Here's the Mezco MDX Joker. And as you can see, not much taller, but still has those slender proportions and a more realistic face sculpt style. So yeah, you have things to choose from. Now, we're going to take these two guys away, compare to some other stuff. Where do I begin? Let's begin with the other Mafex stuff. So let's do Catwoman, let's do Superman, Hush, and Batman. So here we are with Catwoman. Gonna make sure everybody's standing up so we can try to get them all together in one shot. Next up, we have Hush. It's important. I really hope we get a Poison Ivy. That's one of the things I was thinking about. Like, we already got like the Poison Ivy parts when we got Superman, which I don't mind. But I would really love a Poison Ivy, especially from Mafex. That would be dope. Mafex, they did a great job with Catwoman, so I'm hoping they could keep that ball rolling with like Poison Ivy after Harley Quinn releases, right? Last but not least, we have Batman on the end. I put Batman on the end. Why? I don't know. But the point is, here's what we got from Mafex so far. And it's crazy because you look at everybody else's proportions, and it's wild that you see Joker has this big-ass head. And it's crazy because Jim Lee drew all these designs, and they're following those designs. So it goes to show you that even in the same story, nobody has the exact same proportions, as you can see here. So, yeah, sometimes you got to mix it up. Have fun. So now, let's compare with some other stuff. I got a couple of Harleys. So here is the Icons Harley, which I still very much enjoy to this day. Me and my wife have this one on constant display. We call it the Tower Strong Harley. Here we have the Mezco Harley, as well as this is also on display with her. And these two actually, like, they pair pretty well. These two would pair better, but this is actually a really good pairing as well, too. Take these guys away. How could I forget? A Mezco Batman is always going to be a plus in case you want to square up and do things a little different. And again, it doesn't matter because when everybody's proportions is different and you got this really slender dude punching the crap out of Batman, it won't even matter, right? So there you have that. Next up, we'll do a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. And then we'll do, SH Fig Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. Evil Sensei Itami. Right? Last but not least, throw in a Mythic Legions. And as you can see, Joker kind of fits in well with other lines because he's taller than other people, but not too much taller, so you can get that whole different size vibe, which is pretty cool. So overall, I like this Joker, but I'm a little burnt out on the whole single jointed slender Joker thing, which is great because you kind of keep it universal and you know what you're doing. But I want something different, not like crazy different, but just different enough to kind of reignite that fire for the cool style of Joker. Like maybe we get like some Grant Morrison like versions of Joker. That'd be pretty cool. Or maybe some Sean Murphy versions. Yeah, you have a lot of stuff to choose from. So yeah, I hope we get a bunch of other cool stuff. Can't wait to see. But there's no definitive version for me because you can always mix and match and have a good time. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying. Happy holidays. Take it easy. Hang out with your pets. Watch a movie with them. Enjoy some snow if you're at a place with snow. If it's really warm where you are, I guess turn on the AC. Just making sure you have a good time. I hope all is well with all of you, and if not, I hope it gets better. So as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.